Hello, Principal with All Octane here. In this video, I'm going to be opening up the brand new Hot Wheels Silver Series Hybrid Speed Set that I was able to find on the pegs. So yes, I was able to find all 5 of these on the pegs. Technically, I found some of them in different places, but then I eventually ended up finding a side shipper. So a side shipper is one of those things that sits on the side of an aisle that hangs normally off of some sort of setup, and then they have the car. So I found all 5 of those there, but I had already pieced together some of them anyway, so I just finished it off. I had needed the P1, the Sian, and the NSX. I had found the Porsche and the BMW elsewhere. This is the Silver Series. What that means is it says Silver Series up here at the top left. You can see on the top right here, there are 5 cars part of this set, 1 of 5. I do not believe there was a chase model to this one, so I don't think there were any different colors of any of these particular cars or different numbers, like a 6 or anything like that. What 5 cars you see on the back are the 5 cars you're trying to hunt down. You've got the 2000, nope, sorry, it doesn't say that. BMW i8 Roadster, the Lamborghini Sian FKP 37, the McLaren P1, the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport, Voiture D Sport Hybrid Gran Turismo. I think it's primarily just the top. I don't think all of the rest is in there. I think that's all French, not really sure. And then the 2017 Acura NSX. These are pushing about $4 a car, depending on where you buy them. $350 to $380, somewhere in that ballpark, $324. They're definitely over $3. What you're getting for that is the specific card art. So you see that there's no kind of cut-offs on the corners of the cards like some of the main lines have. It's a lot of ink with these ones because you have different colors of ink. Each car is on there. Now, granted, the main lines have each car printed on there, but these are in much more detail with a lot more colors and such. So you're probably paying for that. You're paying for Tampo works on these ones. What that means is the graphics on the sides and on the fronts and rears of these cars, which is kind of funny because on premium cars like this, you don't want a lot of graphic work on them. You want to see nice, clean, realistic cars. And then you end up paying for that because you have just Tampo works for headlights, grills, and stuff like that, which you would think would be on all Hot Wheels mainline cars. And to some extent they are, but yeah, you're paying for that type of thing when you're paying $350 something per car. This is a really cool set. I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, open it. So we've got the BMW i8 Roadster. Definitely do not see a lot of these on the road. I don't really know. Oh, something else you're getting is special wheels. So these silver wheels, these are exclusive to the Silver Series lineup. I don't really know which other cars these has been on at the moment, but that is one of the attributes of the Silver Series. But yeah, the BMW i8, this is way more close to the kind of like poster car or like one of the original colors, except I think this was not, the original car, like the launch car, was not a convertible, the Spider version, so the Roadster version. I think it was just the coupe. And they definitely changed the style of this over time because the i8, I don't think they still produce it, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's done. But this might be like one of the last generations of it. And it did go through a little bit of a refresh. It definitely, I think it looks better now than it did originally. It's kind of an underrated car, but I think the problem with it is because it is electric. I can't remember if that one is a hybrid now that I think about it. I mean, this does hybrid speed. So yeah, it's probably a hybrid. I think it's got the 4-cylinder in it. And yeah. Next up, we've got the Lamborghini Sian FKP 37. Again, fantastic card art. It kind of has that juxtaposition of like fire and ice or sunny and stormy. Got the electric storm and you got the power behind it. So Lamborghini Sian, again, oddly enough, not one of those cars that I know a whole lot about. Man, I'm really down on my game. It has the same wheels as the i8. We're used to seeing this. I think we've seen this in the main line. It also comes in multi-packs as well. I think in like a satin black. The main line had it in the launch kind of green. This looks really good. But again, nice and clean. It's got just the tampo works that are needed for the car. Got the tail lights. And this is one of the Lamborghinis I have not seen in person, which have I seen a Veneno? I'm trying to think if any of the Detroit auto shows had one of those at the time. Because back in the day, they took cars on auto shows, and you'd be able to see that kind of stuff. Like I saw the Lamborghini Miura concept back in the day, like from 2009 or something like that. 10, 8, 9, somewhere in that ballpark, 5. I remember seeing that car. It was gorgeous. The yellow one that they made to mimic the Lamborghini Miura. Anyway, stunning car. Glad to add this one to the collection. Pretty light. You don't really always get metal on metal in the Silver Series lineup. These are both plastic base, and honestly, that plastic base on Lamborghini looks, I don't want to say cheap, but it looks different kind of, because there's no, that one doesn't have anything. I guess that's actually a good point. There's no drive lines or anything, so you don't have to put in like axle components for drive shafts or axle shafts. You don't have to do any of that stuff because they're hybrids. Although they're hybrids. I don't even know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's go ahead and look at this one, the McLaren P1. Nice green color, very similar to, I think, the Forza one, except I think the Forza one was not this metallic green. This green looks amazing. It's showing up a little more blue on camera than it is in person. It's a lot more green in person. Very vibrant. This one does have some tampos. So we've got a sticker, well, like a number there, and McLaren P1 down the side. If you watch any of Lamley's videos, he recently did a video showing some of the sneaks for some treasure hunts, and he had one of the designers on there, and they said they get 4 passes on like a mainline car, I think, on the tampo machine. And so you can kind of count the colors to see how many times they went through the machine. I think you got to count like 1 for the logo, 2, 3 for the black and white, and it doesn't look like they might have needed a 4th color, maybe the 4 for the gray back here, because I don't think that's part of the interior. So, and silver's gray. I'm not entirely sure how it all works, but I know that that's what they had said. So pretty cool wheels on this one too. I'm a fan of these wheels. I kind of like those wheels better than those wheels. Next up, we've got the Porsche Panamera Turbo S. Yeah, hybrid, blah, 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 blah. That's a lot of name for a car. I do really like the Panamera. I'm a big fan of it. I also like the Cayenne. I basically like all the Porsches that are not what make Porsche a Porsche. I like the 944. I like the Cayenne. I like the Panamera. Yeah, I like those Porsches. Great color on this thing. Nice blue. Tampo for the headlights. Oh, it's got the little E-Hybrid, probably. Does it have it on this side? Man, how did I miss that on this side? Silver Series rims, great choice on these. It kind of looks like they have brake calipers too, which is really fun. That's one of the cooler features of some of the Silver Series cars, is it looks like they have brake calipers. It'd be really fun if they dabbed a little bit of paint in there to show a brake caliper, which would be really cool. It's metal up top here. It is not a plastic top, which is something you kind of sometimes see in the mainline versions, especially Matchbox. Matchbox is notorious for making all their roofs plastic. Great Hot Wheels logo there. Hot Wheels on the back as well. Wagon. That's really cool. That is really cool. I wish it actually had bronze wheels. Would you guys have liked that? I think it would have looked better with bronze, but maybe not. Maybe silver was good. Either way, it looks amazing. I'm just have preferences, right? Last up is the 2017 Acura NSX. This thing is heavy, and that's why. Metal base. So normally, like I said, there is normally one car out of the bunch that has a metal base. And in this case, it is this one. Golly day. Look at those wheels too. 6 spokes. Those are starting to look like premium wheels. Like the ones with the rubber tires. It almost looks like it is, and they just fuse plastic to it. Huh. That's kind of interesting. kind of like a co-mold wheel. I think that's what that means. I really don't know what that means actually, but great tampo work on this thing. Nice and clean. This is not the Roadster version of that. I think there's a Roadster version of this one. It actually looks really good with the metal base because the chrome or the shinier metal shines through in those air intakes. Man, that looks so good. I'm glad they didn't choose the plastic base on this one. Nothing on the license plate though. Overall, still a really, really sharp car. Probably the best version of it yet. So there you have it. There is the brand new Hot Wheels hybrid speed cars. Those are able to find on the pegs. Let me know if you've been able to find those on the pegs. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below. If you like automotive and diecast content, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, give it a like. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, have a good one.